reviewing the news, pop culture, video games, movies, and shoes. Quincey and Justin with a nerdy forecast. So stay a while and welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast.
Welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast. I'm your host, Quincey.
And your other host, Justin.
And we're visual for some of you. This is our first time doing this. It's going to play with it. We're going to fix the angle. The room will look better. And we'll also get it out at the same time versus the visual one's going to be a couple hours late for audio listeners that want to go and try and find it.
It's a work in progress. I have a couple ideas on how to make this a little more streamlined. And as of right now, it's, as I said, a work in progress.
Yeah. So we'll figure it out.
So, for teas, it's not really much of a tea. It's more of a interesting drink that I am now showing the camera.
He's trying to make me be healthy, and he gave me a healthy thing.
Well, I mean, it's got a lot of sugar. But it's not bad.
23 grams of sugar.
Yeah. Well, 23 with 23 added, it is almost 50% of your overall intake of sugars in a day.
Please. Not my intake. Someone else's intake.
Yeah, you're right.
It's good. It's got pulp, which is interesting.
Yeah, it's got the aloe in it.
Yeah, it's Farmer's Aloe Vera from OKF.
Yep, I talked about this before. It is my new favorite drink.
Where do you get this?
I get it literally at the corner store.
Okay, so he's got this local little convenience store, and they carry all kinds of random stuff. So, all right, interesting. And then he brought me something else. It's called Vital Proteins Collagen Creamer. 5 grams of collagen per serving. Skin, hair, nail, joint support. Made with coconut milk powder. I know of someone that this would kill because they're severely allergic to coconut. Vanilla flavoring. It had a little tear thingy that didn't really work. I have made it. I put it in my coffee. For science, I will take a sip.
All right, go ahead. If not, I'll run down real quick and grab your...
I will be fine with this for the rest of the episode.
Okay.
But it's chunky.
It is. Oh, yeah. It didn't granulate proper.
It looks like someone poured powdered Parmesan cheese in my coffee, honestly.
I mean, you can try and show it to him a little.
I don't want to spill it.
Yeah, it's fine.
No,
it's not gonna show up. But it's like, take a regular cup of, like, nice tan coffee. Looks nice. And add, like, sprinkles. Weird, awkward. It's awkward sprinkles. They are not normal.
I'm gonna try it.
All right.
Trying to get me to be healthy here, and it just looks scary.
It does look kind of intimidating, but...
Ooh, it smells weird.
Bad?
Smell that.
Whoa. Okay. Now, I love the smell of coffee. That does not smell like coffee.
You know, it doesn't taste bad.
Okay. I mean...
But it definitely changed the viscosity of my coffee.
It's like now, like, thicker?
A little bit.
Oh, that's weird.
I don't know that I like that. The flavor's not bad, but overall, don't change the way my coffee feels. And don't be chunky.
Don't be chunky, he says.
I'm probably going to stick to the aloe. Maybe we can try this again with another pouch and see if maybe the pouch was the issue. This doesn't expire until 2021.
Yeah. I mean, I had it in my bag when I was walking home. It could have heated up.
Could be. Probably has something about, keep it at a certain temperature. A lot of products have that and you don't have to think about it.
I mean, maybe. But... I played a little bit of Minecraft Dungeon.
What did you think of that? I haven't started yet.
Okay.
We're going to do a stream of that. I got a friend that might join in if I can convince him to buy a copy.
Let's go! So, I like it. It's very fun. I find it to be a more open-ended style of Diablo. Like, have you ever played Torchlight? Torchlight 2? No? I
played Diablo 3.
Well, Diablo 3 is... I'll throw it in there. It is similar to that in a sense that, it's a top-down, slash 'em up, you just press a button, it does that thing. Mm-hmm. It's very straightforward in its execution. There's not much, like, negativity I'm putting out. It's Minecraft, it's got those, sunken-eyed villagers and all that. Creepers explode, do more damage. Yeah. I like it.
It looks fun. I'm excited to try it. I'm excited to try it for the stream. I'm assuming we'll probably stream it on your channel. Maybe I'll throw together a channel and we can both stream our sides of things.
Sure.
I've got a buddy that's launched a channel. I know that we've got a subscriber or two from me being on. I don't know if he'll stream ours. he's decided to change the direction of his channel, and he's going for rated for teens. So no F-bombs, lighter on the other cursing, things like that. I have to talk to him about this still because I don't think he realizes that means he also has to change the games he plays.
Because, yeah, M-rated games, you have that issue.
Yeah. So, I don't know if he'll stream it on his, but it'll be a discussion that we'll have. Where I'm just really bad at censoring myself. I like the word fuck.
I mean, you and I both know we enjoy saying things. We say things because it's what comes to us. Mm-hmm. We're not going to go off the chain and basically try and force ourselves to say something different if it's already going to be. We are not, racist, sexist. We say what we feel, but we're not going to cross those boundaries. We have those boundaries that are already pre-existing.
Yeah, and my boundaries in my world, cursing is a normal thing. There's certain words I don't say.
Of course.
But the words I do say, I say them often, no matter what the situation.
Shit is your favorite word.
I say shit a lot.
You do say shit a lot.
I have realized I have an issue with it because I did curse in front of an 8-year-old. And so I needed to watch myself on that. It's just a deck of playing cards.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, it caught my attention.
I can do magic tricks.
Oh, later.
For the viewership. But, so yeah, that'll be something we discuss and figure out.
Of course.
When it's just us streaming, it'll be fuck, shit, crap, bitch.
Tits.
Loser.
Yeah.
Loser.
I mean, to some it could be.
Yeah.
I mean, the word punk is technically a curse word.
Fuck that.
Yeah, I'm serious.
Punk ass.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now it's a curse.
I mean,
punk asshole.
Punk asshole.
There you go.
Yeah.
Let's put it this way: we won't make a lot of money, if any, from YouTube.
Oh no,
because of our mouths.
Yeah, no.
But that's fine. That's not, if you want us to make money, you want to support us. There's ways for you to do that without it being YouTube.
We got 3 sponsors, 3 main push sponsors. Mm-hmm. One is Humble Bundle. Yep. It helps out for the gaming.
Yes.
2 is Geek Grind Coffee.
That one's a big one. We've had a lot of people helping us out there, and you get a discount if you use our code.
20% off. That's a big discount. And our third one, help me out here.
Patreon.
Oh, Patreon, yes. Patreon is the direct way that we get the vast majority of. We're gonna try and rework another video. I rewatched that video. Oh my god, I'm a cringe fest.
You're a loser.
I'm a loser. I'm a punk.
What do they look like? They look like a couple of dorks.
Yeah. So I'm gonna remake that now that we got this.
We also got to figure out something to do for the patrons.
Yes.
Other than our show.
Of course.
You can send us money because you want to support the show. I'm fine with that. But if you want to send the money and get something extra, we have to figure something out. So.
Correct.
As of right now, I'll probably just send you FD creamer packets. And then we do have some links we've done in the past. For a while, we were Loot Crate supporters, and then they started really messing up, and we want to pull our hands from that. We don't want to support something that is run that way. And now they've come back, and they're trying to do better, but it's just not really our spot right now.
Yeah, I concur. I was quelling and dwelling on a couple other affiliate programs, and I'm like, it doesn't speak us. Like I could push us toward, like, Humble Bundle does the Humble Choice, where if you join their subscription, but I'm curious to know if I could try and get toward like another type of affiliate program toward their regular bundles. Mm-hmm. But then again, I don't think I would get too much off of that.
Yeah, and the other thing is we're not the kind of people that will let you offer us money to talk good about your stuff even if we don't believe in it. So that's the thing. Like, I tried Geek Grind Coffee before we even knew they had an affiliate program.
That's correct. So. And then when we noticed it, we were like, oh, well, I mean, we're already here. You like it. Yeah, screw it. Let's go.
And they've been great. And they're also very active with retweeting and liking and sharing our stuff on Twitter and Instagram and stuff like that. Which is the other thing. Keep checking our Instagram. Lots of stuff on there.
Me being a fat man with a Nerf gun.
I mean, I'm not happy with my body on that video either. So, I get it.
But it was fun.
It was fun.
It was fun.
Lauren kept saying that should have been our Patreon video. It's like, I don't know if that's the way to get people to give us money.
I don't know. But back over to the idea of Geek Grind. I have a mini review on that as well. I did
He
try
tried coffee, and on his own.
on my own. So I tried the Elder's Fathom. You can guess why. I added way too much sugar and cream to it just because, well, me no like the taste of coffee. And I felt like I added too much. I actually felt like I did too much. And that's a bit weird for me because I usually that much coffee, I'm molding up a small percentage of my fingers and then the rest of it cream and sugar.
I'm trying to find the Elder's Fathom real quick. I'm trying to remember which one that was.
Elder's Fathom was the medium roast. Here, let me...
You might be able to find it better than me because I got fat thumbs and don't know what I'm doing here.
Yeah, I got it. I already brought it up.
Thank you.
You're welcome,
Which
friend.
Is why you guys hear clickety clack from time to time. It's better. I have not tried this one yet.
I mean, you can tell why I like it. Look, the packaging. Yeah, the tentacles, the great cracking of the deep, cracking down on that boat, letting them know what the fuck is up. Now, one of the main things that I will say, you need a coffee grinder if you're going to get that sample pack.
Yeah.
My mom didn't know that, and I said, you ordered it without, ordering it or having an understanding. She's like, oh, okay, what do I need to do? I said, well, on Amazon, they're only like $11 for a grinder.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay. She bought a grinder. She loves it.
Yeah.
She loves the Dragon Roast. And I told her, don't try the Dwarven one yet. Mm-hmm. That one I'm kind of interested on as well.
Be careful. One of those in that sample box is a cold brew.
So, oh, she read that. She knows that, and she said, how do I cold brew something? I said, you basically do... What I would do is put, like, regular cold water and then do it through the...
French press.
French press.
Would that be a way? It doesn't quite work the same.
Because how do you do it?
So there's machines that you can do it. Basically, cold brew takes longer to make than regular coffee.
Oh.
Because you gotta let it sit, which is one of the obsessions with cold brew. Is because it's a longer process, it makes a much stronger coffee. I'm sure that there's a few videos you can look up on how to do it at home.
Mom loves the taste of coffee, so I'm sure she'll...
Yeah.
She's a smart woman. She uses the internet for mostly everything right now.
One of my 3 coffee machines downstairs has an option for doing cold, and I have no idea.
The espresso machine?
Might be the espresso. I know that the coffee pot can do iced coffee. Basically all you do is put ice in the coffee. It brews at like a slightly lower temperature. You put ice in, and then you make sure you have ice in your cup. It's weird.
Oh.
But there's options out there on how to do cold brew without spending a lot of money, because you can't get these big, amazing machines where it looks like a mad scientist thing, where it's like all these like twirly tubes and stuff like this, because it basically just drips the coffee slowly and then runs it all through.
Okay.
There's a local coffee shop out here that does it and has it on their out on their counter. But I'm not going to talk about them because they piss me off.
Okay, we will not talk about them.
I don't promote people that make me mad.
Okay.
So now that the business section of this is done, I feel like it's a good time to middle. I feel like it's a good time for us to talk about the big thing that's going on in the world right now, and mention that that's where our news is mostly going to center around today.
Okay, yeah, we have made it a hard notion that we will never talk politics. This is not politics. This is the way things are. This is our life right now. Yeah. This is not trying to supervent our...
The concept of our show is a place where you come to hear about everything other than politics. The idea was not that we would only talk about good things, because we definitely trash companies on here at times, trash games on here at times.
Fuck you, EA.
Yeah, fuck you, EA. Your microtransactions are bullshit.
I played Need for Speed for maybe an hour, and the one that's just Need for Speed. It looks like old Tokyo Drift. Oh my fucking god! I went back to Forza immediately. But go ahead, back to.
Says he's really good.
He I wouldn't suspect, but go ahead, continue. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the concept is not necessarily to be a place where you come to hear rainbows and butterflies, because we're definitely grumpy people, especially me. I'm a very grumpy person.
I like to pretend I am, but I'm not.
You're nowhere near me.
No,
I have a ball of hatred just boiling.
I don't care about your ball. Your one ball of hatred.
You gave me chunky coffee.
I gave you chunky that you don't mind.
You made my coffee thicker. It's weird.
Two dudes.
But the concept was, to get away from the bullshit of politics, the bullshit of
just everyday life, just to get away.
kind of, yeah. It was come here and hear about things you like and hear about things maybe you equally hate and whatnot. But it was more to provide our thought process on the things we love and things we don't love. But there's something big going on, and we're at a medium and platform where, well, we may not reach millions of people, at least not right now, hopefully one day. Those of you that we do reach, we want you to know that we care and that this is something we understand as well. So we're for the Black Lives Matter movement. We agree what happened to George is bullshit. And we're going to cover news today. Most of the news we have today is going to focus on Black Lives and the protesters out there and stuff like that.
And I'm going to go ahead and just start off immediately with the major one. Last week we had mentioned that the PlayStation 5 event was scheduled for today. Today is June 4th. Yes. They said, verbatim, we have decided to postpone the PlayStation 5 event scheduled for June 4th. While we understand gamers worldwide are excited to see PlayStation 5 games, we do not feel that right now is a time for celebration, and for now, we want to stand back and allow more important voices to be heard. Holy shit, Sony.
And Sony's not the first company to come out and say something. But it is just big to show that they're willing to put off something that was essentially a thing to make them money, drive stock prices, put more belief in a very big product, things like that. And they've decided that instead of doing that, we're going to allow other news to hit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, and then you just listen to it, and you read this, and you know that they're standing behind this. They understand.
Did you hear about Nickelodeon has one where they stop showing anything? There's a whole scroll where where they talk about what they're doing. It's about 8 minutes 42 seconds, I think, is the time frame they went for. Keep scrolling down, you'll find it. Oh, yeah, there you go. Nickelodeon is going off the air for 8 minutes and 46 seconds in support of justice, equality, and human rights.
Oh,
don't point. Okay. You have heard the right to be seen. You have the right to be seen, heard, and respected as a citizen of the world. You have the right to a world that is peaceful.
I think this is the same. Oh, no, there we go.
You have the right to be treated with equality, regardless of the color of your skin. You have the right to be protected from harm, injustice, and hatred. You have the right to be educated.
You want me to hit?
You have to. Yeah, go ahead. I'm breaking.
You have the right to an education that prepares you to run the world. You have the right to your opinions and feelings, even if others don't agree with them.
And
that is
they're
it.
Off the air for that 8 minutes and 46 seconds. I have not personally seen it, but other people that I know have seen it said you can hear breathing during that 8 minutes. When you were typing in Nickelodeon, go back up there and start typing it again. There was an account that started to come up that I want you to pull up because they pointed something out. Let's see. Keep going. A little bit more. Okay. Start trying to type Nickelodeon again. See if it comes back up.
I went like that, and that was where it was. That's where I got Nickelodeon.
No, that's not. Maybe it has to start typing Nickelodeon all over again.
Okay.
I can't remember the name of the account when I see it. No, start from scratch, I mean.
Oh.
Yeah. No. Alright. I will just find it on my phone.
Okay. But those are just two of the many companies that have voiced their thoughts on this and are standing by. They are ensuring that this is a thing. This is a major thing. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about this. There is no politics surrounding this. This is pop culture in its finest.
Yeah. And we're going to... I think very few to next to none of our news today goes out of the realms of this. The ones that do are purely because it's things that are a part of how the show runs. We do have shoe news today, but that has a reasoning behind it as well. And we have Humble Bundle, but that's always to take care of people. But this is a plaque that I do believe is at Nickelodeon. It was posted.
You want to crack it?
Yeah, you can go ahead. He's gonna read this for you.
Ooh. Okay, it's basically pretty much the same thing from the look of it, but there is an epitaph at the beginning. In the course of history, it has become pretty clear that all people are born with certain inalienable rights, among them life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. But rights haven't always been applied to kids, and that stinks. Now, 200 years after the creation of the America's Bill of Rights, this declaration proclaims to the world that you have the rights to. You have the rights to be seen, heard, and respected as a citizen of the world. You have a right to a world that's peaceful and an environment that's not spoiled. You have a right to be treated with equality, regardless of race, religion, nationality, sex, personality, grades, or size. You have the right to make mistakes without someone making you feel like a jerkhead. You have the right to be protected from harm, injustice, and hatred. You have the right to an education that prepares you to run the world when it is your turn. You have the right to your opinions and feelings, even if others don't agree with them. So there. That is their ending. Is literally, so there.
And they put this up in, this is a declaration made in June 7th, 1990.
1990, that was Clinton?
I'm not sure.
I'm going to check real quick.
Nickelodeon's Declaration of Kids' Rights, June 7th, 1990. Kind of showing that, this isn't Nickelodeon's first time.
Bush Sr.
This wasn't Nickelodeon's first time doing something like this. And they've gone off the air for other things in the past, too. So they're very outspoken about the fact that you have the right to, first of all, be alive.
Yeah, that's a godsend.
Yeah. But secondly, you have the right to be heard, is one of the big things. So today's episode is going to be kind of the same format we've always had, just a little different, and we are going to cut it a little short, but that's partially because we are having power issues with the camera, and we're trying to figure that all out still. But we'll come back to you, hopefully full episode next week. It's also our first episode in person with each other again.
Yeah.
So, do you want to start with Humble Bundle?
Let's start with Humble Bundle. Going through it real quickly, there is a book bundle. There's also a software bundle, but I don't feel comfortable with the bundle itself. It's basically average everyday programs for that one, such as an uninstaller, a picture editorial program, etc., etc. It still helps out for good causes, but nothing I see personally to talk about. But another bundle, the book bundle, Geek Today, Boss Tomorrow, talks about empowerment for those who either have a lot on the inside that they can't get out or just want to work toward the next big thing. They range anywhere from $1 to help out with such things as the next big thing, creating successful big business ideas from scratch, being more strategic in businesses. $8 bundle gets it done. 31 ways to release your inner boss, habits for success. So it basically kind of bubbles up the idea of mind changing for the positive, of course. And then it all goes all the way up to $15, where you get some pretty decent looking books, such as Corporate Survival Guide for Your 20s, considering those in their 20s don't really like to think about the corporate world in a sense. So hopefully these books will help those in dire need of a mentality change in the corporate world.
I like the one that says creating business magic, but that's for a whole other reason.
Because you like magic.
Yeah, I like magic.
Okay.
So.
Oh.
And then they have an $18 mark too.
Was that 18? Oh, 15 and then 18.
So here's an 18.
The Burger King, Guts, Innovation. Such interesting books. And the charity that this helps support is Girls Who Code, which helps out programs, basically help out women. Well, it's mostly women, but it helps out men, of course, with clubs that base themselves with coding with like C++, C#, JavaScript, over under, and a bunch of others. Help bridge the gap with gender equality as far as anything you can do, I could do better. No. We're equal in this. Everyone who wants to learn to code can learn to code and will code. Mm-hmm. Having a gender shouldn't change that. Sure, binary is 1 and 0 doesn't mean that we are 1s and 0s.
There you go. I like pretty much everything I've seen Humble Bundle support. I don't think they've had a charity where I've been like, oh, that's crap. You know, I think they've done their research and they've picked some pretty good ones.
Yeah, the only one that I don't personally like because they screwed my grandmother over in a very inauspicious way was the Red Cross. But they've changed their policies and procedures over time. I'm not going to get into it, but in short, I still support them, but from a distance.
Yeah, they've had some weird things in their past. So, hope for better.
Hope for better. Always hope for better.
Um,
Even when it's the best, hope for better.
We're going to hit some of these kind of quick because we had talked so much at the beginning.
We did.
Some of the more simple things here that we got. Epic Game Store's new free game.
Overcooked.
Overcooked. I've never played it. The sequel is available on my Xbox, but I'm grabbing this and I'm probably going to give it a shot.
It's very fun when you got multiple people trying to build one item and everyone's already grabbing the same thing and you're trying to call out. I already got the onion. I already have it. What are you grabbing? Oh no! And then you burn it and then it's great. It's literal mayhem with more mayhem because more people are there. What's that song? Too Many Cooks.
Gotcha.
Too Many Cooks.
I hate that, by the way.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, it drove me nuts.
As soon as it got to the serial killer part, come on now.
My first experience with it was it playing at like 2 in the morning while I was trying to sleep because Lauren couldn't sleep and she had it on the TV. And it woke me up and I was like, this is just miserable. This is torture. Waking up to the same thing being sung on repeat is fucking torture.
Okay.
It was torture.
Okay.
I hear Mark Hamill's a huge fan though.
Of Too Many Cooks?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, and then we watched a couple of trailers today. Nothing really hit us hard in the gaming.
No.
IGN had some trailers and
Project Cars 3, a Goosebumps game we forgot to talk about last week.
There was that Necro game that showed us no gameplay at all.
It looked interesting.
So, we're gonna skip those.
Hopefully by next week we'll have something. Hopefully maybe the delay from Sony is only until next week.
Yeah, we'll see.
We have near an idea. Hopefully it is. Knock on wood.
But we did watch a trailer for something interesting. For HBO's new series. So this speaks to you on one level, and then just it in itself looks very interesting without that level being added into it.
Yeah, I mean, you got Jordan Peele, who is very much I want to hit you on multiple levels kind of person. Mm-hmm. And I do enjoy that.
Executive producer on this, I believe.
Right.
And then you've got Abrams, who is complex, I guess I could say. The guy that came up with the Cloverfield movies and, part creator of Lost.
Yeah. So this is an interesting thing. It's no secret that H.P. Lovecraft was a little racist. Don't go looking up the name of his cat. But when you take away all of that negativity and you look at his writing, he was kind of a disturbed individual who had an idea for science fiction or just fiction in general. At the same time, he also understood what police brutality was, even at that time. And I believe he wrote a couple stories about it. I have not read them. But at the same time, he also wrote a few things that involved the corruption of police with this science fiction.
And anyone that is worried about liking Lovecraft stuff, supporting Lovecraft stuff because the man himself may have been racist or was racist or whatever the scenario is there, understand something. His shit is public domain.
Oh yeah. Yes.
All kinds of legal crap mixed up. Pretty much you can make Lovecraft stuff without giving a dime to anyone.
Yeah. Like all of his stuff.
There's some legal stuff you have to do first. Don't just go and make Lovecraft stuff and hope you can just
Oh yeah.
have it. But
like
don't feel like you're supporting a racist person if you like Lovecraft stuff because that's not what you're doing.
No. You use the word or the city Innsmouth. Open. It's not. It apparently used to exist. I don't know the whole history of it, but in short, it doesn't exist now.
Yeah. I don't know.
But you can use it. Sure, go ahead.
But yeah, so the what we're referring to as a new HBO series, right?
Yeah, it is called literally Lovecraft Country. And it starts off really, really subtle with, just a family, would you say?
I think they're a family.
Going into a new home in just an area. It seems to be some rural, northern, eastern, maybe Maine, but it has like a bayou feel.
I wouldn't say it's that far up. I definitely got the idea that there's some farming going on.
Yeah, so I mean, it's maybe New England, when New England was starting to be a thing.
I mean, that was also very much a thing.
So-
well, this is set in the 50s.
So Bostonian had farmland before it cracked down.
Yeah,
So it could be.
it could be. And this is set in the 50s. So, I mean, the United States is well established by that point.
Yeah.
And
It had
Boston was also very much a Lovecraft thing.
Oh yeah.
Wisconsin University, all that crap. So, you see some very hard-hitting shots in this. You see the family, having guns pointed at them while a cross is burning in their yard. Things like that. Peel and Abrams seem to be hitting hard on this one.
I'm all for this.
Yeah.
All these new HBO Max shows that I'm glad you told us about last week or week before, that you get it. I'm excited to watch this.
I might get it. I still haven't figured that out.
Oh, okay. But even still, I watched the trailer. There was a few shots where I was just like, this just looks like another one of those old-timey cop dramas that involves a family, and then all of a sudden I see a person with a bit of a face, and then I see a picture that didn't look like it used to in the initial cutscene, and
the chick being thrown into the ceiling.
and the chick being thrown in the ceiling, blanket being just pulled off, the subtle things. I like that. But I'm curious to denote what is going to make it Lovecraft when it's I kind of want the hard stuff, such as the half fish people or the man who looks like the ape.
I'm sure we're going to start seeing obelisks and weird prayer rooms and tentacle drawings and stuff like that. I'm sure they just don't want to throw it all at you at the gate, because then it's like, okay, I've seen it, now what? Like if it's giving you right then and there, then there's nothing for the show to build to.
Fair. I will say though, at least they could have given me something of not an elder one, but something that hinted,
I get what you mean. I mean, it's still early. This is set for August. We might see more.
Yeah.
So, that looks very interesting. And then we figured we'd throw in. We'll do the other one. There we go. Figured we'd throw this one in because while these protests are going on and while the Black Lives Matter movement's going strong right now and everything, it's also Pride Month.
It is very much Pride
So
Month.
we want to show our support for everyone here.
Adidas has pushed up some of their new night jogger set with. They are.
Sorry.
I mean, it has the rainbow in a cocorf, if you will. It's not exactly very streamlined, but their new shoe is Pride. It is all the colors of the Pride rainbow. I'm curious to wonder if they'll have all the other subsets, such as bisexuality, pansexuality, asexuality.
I feel like that's a lot of different kinds of shoes, hoping that because to make a money on doing that many shoes, you have to hope that either people that aren't those are also going to buy them, or that everyone that is those is going to buy them.
I guess you're right.
So I think doing kind of the blanket Pride one is probably the best way to go, because everyone can buy these.
That's fair.
And support them.
That is fair. I mean, I can see a few others probably getting sold. I mean, I would say have them as a pre-order or a
Make to order type thing.
made to order. Yeah.
And they get pricey if you do that kind of thing, though.
But
Nike's like the only company I've seen that have done like made to orders cheap.
oh, okay. Well,
Or not
yeah,
Nike, sorry, Vans. I meant Vans.
that's right. So these are set to be released on June 5th, which is tomorrow. They are just called the Prides, and they are $130.
So my main issue with these is, first of all, there's a lot of white on there. It's gonna get dirty as shit.
Yeah, it is.
Secondly, that big chunky yellow part. Like, I'm fine with there being yellow on it because it's Pride and they're trying to do all the colors on it. I just don't like the way it sits on the shoe, the way it all looks.
Yeah,
It looks like this weird plastic thing they snapped on last minute.
I think that should lay flush.
Yeah, I don't like the way it looks.
But overall, it's a nice looking
realize
shoe.
You didn't do your butted up for this?
Butted up.
You did the shoe news. Jingle.
The camera scared me. Hold on. Butt up shoe news. Oh, thank you, Jesus. It hurts to do it late. It really does.
I shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah, shit. I would have just boggled my brains.
Alrighty. And now I'm gonna hit you with some things here for some of the different things that companies are doing right now for Black Lives Matter. So we've got Criterion Channel. Now we've talked about Criterion films on here before. What they are.
We enjoy them. Just like it's one of those things where you acknowledge that they're having that special features, but Criterion goes that extra mile. Criterion says, "Hey, that one thing you heard about, yeah, we're gonna go and talk about it."
And they have a streaming platform that I've never used because I have reached that point of I'm not paying for any more streaming platforms. I'm done paying for streaming platforms thing. But they're doing a really cool thing. So they're doing... Oops, that is the wrong link. They're doing... And this is why things fall apart in the show, because I have fat thumbs and I click wrong. They're streaming free movies for that focus on Black lives. So there's a big list of different things that they're supposedly doing, or not supposedly, that they are doing. If you just go straight to the website, they hit you with them right up front.
Right in the front gate.
So they released an entire thing that I will not read for you because it's 2 pages long. I'm sorry, it's 4 pages long.
We're going to pretend that never happened.
We are so dysfunctional today.
I tried just to check that one message, and my phone was like, "Hey, you know what's still open? TikTok." And I'm just like, no.
I keep my phone on silent all the time, not just for the show. So that's why that barely ever happens.
There we go. No more problem now.
Yay.
But you are correct.
Criterion released a 4-page statement about Black Lives Matter. It's on their Twitter page, which they're just at Criterion. It's not Criterion Collection or anything. It's just at Criterion. So you can go check that out. The films highlighted on the Criterion Collection's online platform include works of Oscar... how do you say that last name?
Michelle?
Okay.
Michelle.
Maya Angelou, Julia Dash, William Grievous, Kathleen Collins, Shirley Dunye, Khalik Allah, and... help me with that one too.
Layla Weinrab.
There you go. There's all kinds of things to check out on here too, not just those. And there's a few other platforms that are doing some free stuff as well. For the Amazon's doing the Black Power mixtapes, 1967-1975. Apple TV is also doing a few things. So go and check those out. There are a couple. There's a couple movies out there that really show the creativeness from Black people.
Shit, Shaft showed that.
Very true. Now, also, there's a couple movies that are considered new wave movies that are really highlighting police brutality. If you want to check out a list of those, Polygon's got it. They did a whole article on it. So that's just something out there for your people. If you want to read something, maybe inspire you to check out a few movies, see what people are willing to show us of what the world's like. It's out there. I already touched on GTA. And then, what company is it for Call of Duty?
Oh, either...
Infinity Ward.
Okay, I was going to say Activision or Infinity Ward or...
Yeah, Infinity Ward has announced that they're going to crack down on on flagging racist usernames, which is great.
That's great. A little late, but late. But we're not gonna go kicking up horse manure just because you're a little late to the party. Yeah. No, it is being handled, and if it is being handled, that's a positive. We can't be mad because of their tardiness. We can only be mad that if one slips through the cracks. But then again, no system is perfect.
Yeah. So it's good, even if it's late.
Yes.
I'm glad they're doing it. I just wish it had been a little sooner, personally. Yes. There's plenty of companies out there that are kind of calling forward on how to support. So another article for you to go and check out on Polygon is how to support Black Lives Matters and the protesters against police brutality. They've actually got a full list down at the bottom. They've got a link where you can help George Floyd's family to cover funeral and burial costs. I know that Mayweather announced that he's supposed to be helping with that. That doesn't mean they don't still need help. I'm sure there's other things that they could use a lot of help for. From what I understand, they hired their own medical examiner and everything. There's support for Ahmed Arbery's mother and immediate family, as well as their continuing legal battle. You can donate to your local bail fund, and split your donations across 40 community bail funds. There's a couple other bail projects that are going on as well. All these links are in one article on Polygon for you. You can also donate to the Emergency Release Fund. You've got the Campaign Zero, which is an organization that works on specific policy situations.
That's a big one.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really big one. A couple of YouTubers were having a actual like roundtable discussion about it. They just came together and started talking about it. And they were hitting some major issues and said, this is the main one. If you need to donate to one, this would probably be the one of the top ones. Sure, donating to help out the costs and the fees for George would be astronomical. Don't get me wrong. It's just if you're wanting change to get done, that is the way to do it.
They've also got a donation link for the NAACP Legal Defense Fund. Donations for the Ida B. Wells Society, which supports journalists of color. Donate to Communities United Against Police Brutality. They've got also Reclaim the Block, which aims to redirect Indianapolis police funds to the areas of the city's budget, to areas of the city's other areas of the city's budget. Help demonstrate demonstrators facing tear gas at protesters in Minneapolis by donating to fund gas masks, and donate to a resource in the mutual aid document, which lists not only bail funds but individual purchasing supplies to help keep protesters safe and other fundraisers. This is a big old article all over on Polygon. Polygon's got a lot of stuff right now to help out with Black Lives Matter, so make sure you go and check that out. And then I've got one last thing here.
All right, let's go.
And then I'm done. There's a comic book out there called Black. I have not read it. It's got a very thought-provoking cover here, where it's a man with his hands up in the air. He's wearing a hoodie. It's down kind of over his face, and he's got two guns pointed at him. So the creator, I am terrible with names. Can you even try to tackle that?
Okay, I apologize if I don't get it right. The first name is Kwanzaa.
Mm-hmm.
The second name is Osejefo?
Okay. He started planning to raise funds for those protesting police brutality. Basically, it comes down to he's going to donate 100% of profits for his online shop to U.S. protesters.
Which is, you're losing money to yourself, but it is from your hobby. Mm-hmm. It's a win-win for those who are wanting to push toward this.
Yep. So, and if you want to hear more about that and what he's talking about, you can find an article that covers it over at Newsarama. So, it's a lighter day for us. I know we're not hitting big things. I have not played Mortal Kombat Aftermath yet, so I'm not going to do a review on this. I will actually type that up, and that'll be something I launch on Twitter and Instagram, stuff like that, at a later point.
And
so.
I'm all over the place with work. A few attempted looters pushed through, and they tried to rattle my bones, but it's just getting home and going right to bed isn't enough for me to try and make a little bit more time to do more. I will say, though, there is a new D&D book out, and I kind of want to buy it. It's all about Greek pantheons.
Interesting.
And I really want to get into it.
I mean, you buying a D&D book is interesting. That happens all the time.
Yeah.
The book itself.
The book itself
is
interesting. And I really want to get it so that way I can get my mind back into it. But at the same time, I'm like, will I be able to when now? Will I have to wait a little bit? So hopefully by next week I'll have some sort of say on that book. That's all I have for myself. I need everyone out there within the earshot of my voice to stay safe.
No, stay safe. Don't do anything to hurt anyone else, and don't do anything to hurt yourself.
Love each other.
Yeah. We've had plenty of protests out here. One thing I can definitely put out there. If you're a protester, that's perfectly fine. I support you. You have every right to protest. One thing you might want to consider is where you're protesting. Understand that there are hospitals that still need to get people in there for surgeries, women giving birth, all kinds of things like that. Let ambulances through. Try not to block hospitals. I've seen a couple people talk about it. There's things where you can check out to see. I don't know. I don't have any of the links on hand. But there's things you can check out to see to figure out the best emergency routes to avoid to not block those kinds of things.
Yeah, I've never really understood it, but hopefully...
I mean, people want to get out there and speak. They want to target certain areas, and I understand that. It's just sometimes those areas, sadly, are areas that affect other things as well.
Yeah,
so
cause and effect.
Mm-hmm. And that's kind of what all of this is about, too. So
it is.
That's pretty much all we got. If you want to support us, great. If you want to go and support the protesters, honestly, right now, probably a little bit better. You know, I mean, we'll gladly take your money, but there's other people out there that need it.
Correct. The best way you can support us right now is just listen.
Yeah.
Like that's all we're wanting. This is just a hobby that we want to blow up into a bigger thing, and we want to do more with this. We want to actually do this. This is something that we're excited to do every week.
Yeah. We want to figure out a way to not block ourselves with mic stands.
That would,
we're gonna figure it out.
Yeah, hang them up from the ceiling.
The mic stands?
Yeah.
Possible.
Yeah.
The ceiling can be an issue.
Well, I mean, have one of those. What do they call it? Catwalks.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean, it won't be a catwalk because it won't be walking. But I get what you're saying.
Do you know what I mean?
But if you do want to support us, probably the biggest way you can do it right now is to support yourself by going and getting some Geek Grind. Use our link. Use the code JUST JUSTH20. Do not spell out 20. Just put 20.
Yes.
That'll support us a little bit, and that little bit will go a long way to improving things here. But it'll also support you by keeping you from being cranky because you'll have delicious coffee.
Very good coffee.
Or a cool shirt or a cool mug.
Or, yeah. And it even comes in K-Cups.
Yeah, they have, I think, just one.
Just Dragon.
Yeah, the Dragon's Rest, which was the first one I did from my sampler box.
Correct. Once again, stay safe.
Yeah, I don't have a funny little pun today, except for maybe...
brew it.
Just brew it. Or,
brew it.
Considering how terrible this cream was, I probably should have just had this one black.
Yeah, that was a joke. That was the ending joke. Have a good night, guys.